Founded during the Arab-Israeli conflict of 1948, Nahr el-Bared is the oldest and largest Palestinian refugee camp in Lebanon. Over generations, the camp has evolved from a field of tents to a cluster of permanent buildings. Then in 2007, the camp was almost flattened in a clash between the Lebanese army and a militant group called Fatah al-Islam. Residents were forced to flee to another camp nearby. In 2008, the UN body set up to represent the interests of Palestinian refugees began work on reconstructing Nahr el-Bared. Rather than design a new site from scratch, they sought to rebuild the camp in a way that residents would recognize.
It's not really fair to tell the people that we are going to reconstruct shelters or houses that are 1 room and 2 room and 3 room as if they are starting their refuge trip again all over, because this is how they started with in 1948. Through these 60 years, they had assets that they worked hard to obtain. Of course, this is the most important challenge, to map the assets of the community and what they had so that it could be the basis of reconstruction of their shelters and houses.
So began an exhaustive process of tapping into the collective memory of the community. Large-scale maps were produced to help residents remember the position and layout of their homes in relation to their neighbours.
Even we have produced a whole model of the whole camp before destruction, marking the location of each family, marking the area that each family had, all the landmarks of the camp or the important neighborhoods, and how the camp was constituted with regard to its social fabric.
But this was not an exact recreation. The brief was also to improve living conditions within the camp. While the position of the original buildings was adhered to, their footprint was reduced to create more outside space. To achieve this without reducing the amount of living space, the buildings were made taller. In April 2011, the first families began returning to the camp to find newly built homes, schools and shops.